We're going to leave this event from yesterday to go live now to a healthcare town hall meeting with former governor, former Democratic National Committee chair, and physician Howard Dean. This is part of the Netroots Nation conference that's happening in Pittsburgh. Live coverage now on C-SPAN 2.
Researching and writing. So I, along with my colleague Igor Volsky, who's out here somewhere, helped do a little bit of the researching and writing. Igor is a blogger on healthcare issues in the Wonk Room. So if you have any questions about the healthcare debate that you're burning to get asked and don't know the answers to, Igor will help you out wherever he is. So before entering this joint project with Governor Dean, there was a few things I knew about him that many of you probably knew that caused me to respect and admire the man. He had just run an upstart presidential campaign in which he declared himself to be representing the Democratic wing of the Democratic Party. He had empowered citizen activists to engage in his campaign through new social media tools, particularly blogs and citizen meetups. He had inspired activists to storm Iowa and brave the freezing cold with blaze orange caps. He had, in 2005, he fought for and won the post of DNC chairman by proudly proclaiming boldly and ambitiously that he wanted a 50-state strategy. Well, he didn't get all 50 states, but he got enough of them to take back the House, the Senate, and the presidency. You know, in one of my favorite moments of his presidential campaign in December 2003, Governor Dean went before the microphones and said, "The capture of Saddam Hussein has not made America safer. It was an inconvenient truth. He was mercilessly attacked by Republicans, by Democrats, by the media, but he didn't flinch. He stood his ground. He stood up for that comment, and time has proven that Governor Dean was right." Flash forward to today. Governor Dean is still speaking inconvenient truths, and he's still getting attacked for them. Just the other day, I don't know if you saw this, but Lou Dobbs called him, quote, "a blood-sucking leftist who should be stopped by putting a stake through his heart." So he must be doing something right. Yeah, Governor Dean is filling a critical role in this health care debate. He's been unafraid to call out the health insurance companies for their lies and distortions. He's been unafraid to call out Republicans and Democrats for putting health insurance companies before the American people. He refuses to sacrifice good policy in the name of bipartisanship or compromise, and he refuses to say that we should settle for anything when there's a good chance we can accomplish something that we can all be proud of. Having written this joint project with Governor Dean, you know, I think both Igor and I were struck by the fact that he was not in this for any selfish reasons. He was in this for one reason, and that's to make sure we get health reform right. He's working tirelessly every day for that cause. And he's putting himself out there, he's taking on the attacks, and he has said over and over again that in order to get this right, there's one thing we have to do, and that's to make sure that all Americans have the choice to enroll in a public health insurance option. I can't tell you how refreshing it was to work with Governor Dean. He's constantly full of energy, he cares a lot, and he's always up for adult conversations, by which I mean he loves open, honest, and direct debate. But you don't have to take my word for it, because you're going to get your shot here this morning. So we've got a town hall style question and answer session that is going to be moderated by Mike Lux and Tanya Tarr. We are going to be asking for questions through Twitter. You can use the hashtag DeanNN, or you can write them down on pieces of paper, and there'll be people going around and collecting them. So Mike Lux, who is one of the moderators, he worked on the Obama transition team as a liaison to the progressive community. He worked in the Clinton administration, and he co-founded the wonderful blog Open Left. Tanya is the director of legislative and political mobilization with the Texas American Federation of Teachers, and she has previously worked for AFSCME and the AFL-CIO. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mike Lux, Tanya Tarr, my good friend, our progressive champion, Dr. Howard Dean.